At last, it's the day for that final wall to come down. I'm so excited I can hardly contain myself. We did a few investigative probes to ascertain where the crucial beams were, but then it was all guns blazing, and the dream started to appear.
Right, so this is going to make Joe very, very happy indeed, because the wall is down in the salon. I've just got one more row to take out on the left there. I was going to end it where that joist is on the end, that upright is on the end. But I will bow to her superior knowledge and say that it does work very, very well having this room opened up. It's not often she's right, but this time, on this occasion. So that's about 50% of the wall. I think I've done 21 bucket loads so far, and I reckon there's probably 30 more bucket loads on the floor there to take out. But anyway, a little bit more to do tomorrow, but I'm absolutely whacked. So I'll just show you what it looks like from this side. There you go. What do you think of that?
So with the glamour part over, if you can call it that, the clearing of the rubble now had to take place. It's these rather long-winded parts of renovation that seem to take up so much time, but sadly are essential. As we said before, Steve is going to build a hard standing for the tractor and wheelbarrows, etc. So this debris will make a superb base once it's all mashed up together. We're just waiting for the ground to be a little less wet before we get the digger in to finish the job.
So that's the wall completely out of the house and dumped onto the rubbish heap. So the wall was 4 meters wide by 2.7 meters tall. So if anybody out there wants a wall, it is in kit form. Some assembly may be required, but yeah, anybody wants a 4 meter by 2.7 meter wall, there's one going free of charge, completely free. All you've got to do is come and collect it.
Da, 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 da. Oh my goodness, look at this. So this is amazing. I absolutely adore this room with the wall down. And now Steve has got rid of all the green that was on the fireplace and painted the back. And although it's a little bit rough and ready, it's not, you know, it looks so much better. So he's painted all over the top, as he was just pointing at then, and the sides.
More little stains coming back through as well.
So it looks like he's just about to put another coat on.
No, I'm going to do the edges.
Oh, the edges.
Caulk the edges.
Lovely. So this new beam has gone up over here and has now been stained and everything, so it looks absolutely fantastic. And Steve stained it slightly different colour from colours we've used before, because it actually matches this beam. But I didn't even notice. I thought, oh, that's really opened the chimney up, you know, the chimney, the whole of the fireplace. I thought, good, it looks much taller. But in fact, the green covering was so much lower, and this beam, this beautiful beam, was completely covered.
That was the top of the fireplace. That's where the mantle was.
Yeah. So it's absolutely fantastic. Looks beautiful. So we were just discussing whether we were going to skim behind the fire to make that flat. But I quite like the lumpiness of it, so we might or might not. I think
when you get to our age, you like lumpy and bumpy.
Yeah, thankfully.
You haven't got any choice, really.
So look at the size of this room. So this side, we've got another massive post has gone in. So that all needs just filling and all painting, like everything. But yeah, so it looks fantastic. So just looks amazing from this end. So we've got the lovely staircase. So, as I said before, I think the piano is going to go under the stairs, but I'm not sure. Might change my mind about that, as is my prerogative. But isn't that lovely? It's just opened it up to this huge, great big room. It just looks so nice. So now we've had a bit of a clear up, you can see these incredible flagstones a lot better. And as I said, I want to try and recreate what they look like, because this part of the floor needs to change, although we are having a big rug there, I think. So I'm going to try to do a paint effect along here. Or not there actually, because I think the rug's going to come over here, but along the side will be showing. So I'm going to try to see if I can do some sort of effect. But the colours of this is incredible. I'm not sure if you can really see it on the camera, but they're really quite purpley, mauvey, heather colour. They're absolutely beautiful. But yes, they're very dirty. And back to the kitchen, where the walls have now been completely plastered. They're just drying out, but gosh, they look so much better. It just, as I said before, it just makes everything look much more substantial and secure. So the Snoopy or llama head has reappeared over there. Oh, there's just one more wall to do over there. Oh, actually, I think we're just going to crep that one. And maybe that as well. But the big thing today is deciding about the tiling. I mean, the super smashing great thing is that we have got a dishwasher. It's all plumbed in and working, apparently. And you can see that this door that was standing up here earlier on, or the other day, is the same colour, although it looked completely different. So it's absolutely brilliant. But, so these tiles, the little story is that because the plumbing behind the dishwasher sticks out a bit, Steve was going to have to alter all of the tops to make them wider to ensure that the piping didn't get squished in the back. So it was a real pain. But then Dean came up with this fantastic idea of putting, just bringing everything forward, but putting panelling on the walls, and then we can tile on that. So it's absolutely brilliant. Well done, Dean. Fantastic idea. So these are all the tiles that we've got left over from various things around the house. And Steve had them all set up earlier on, and there was a load of green ones here, and then there was a load of other green ones behind the sink. And I just think the green is too different to the green of the cupboard. So I suggested that we had the paler ones, and I think they look much better. So this is about what it's going to be like. And also on here, there's going to be a shelf up to about here, all the way around, and the other end to have whatever we want on. Probably for me it'll be plants and things rather than cups. But it's going to look great. Really, really great. So it'd be nice to get the sink back in. And the colours are just absolutely beautiful. This gives it such a... Oh, it's just going to make it look complete once it's all done. It's just gorgeous. And of course the wall looks a lot better now because of the tiling there, because it's all been painted at the top. So it's absolutely super. Fantastic. So the concrete floor is going down in the workshop today. So Jason and his sidekick are here again. And Steve's helping, but it's hard work, so they're all very, very tired. So I'll keep at my distance.
So the boys have mixed the concrete themselves and have screeded the first half so that it can be smoothed and flattened to give a polished finish. As a workshop, a flat level floor is quite essential when it comes to constructing anything that needs precise measurement, and Steve is a stickler for that. Now that the room is completely empty and the floor almost done, it looks huge. It's such a lovely room. Maybe too good to be a workshop? As I said, the guys are creating their own mix, and we have two mixers battling for supremacy. We did look at getting it poured, but it was pretty pricey, so although back-breaking work, this is what we decided upon. As concrete is a rigid material and susceptible to cracking, fibres are added to the mix. The goal being to hold the concrete together and make for a smoother finish. I found some old photos of Mailhac, and as you can see, things haven't changed much over the last 100 years. The river Benaize meanders on in this sleepy rural village.
And although the sky is a little cloudy today, good weather is expected and May is on its way. So a very happy Easter from us, and we'll see you next time. À bientôt!